Welcome back. So today I'm going to be working on HOSS here. I've got this sound deadening material that's on the Firewall that needs to go. And I've got some chemicals I'm going to try to use and experiment with to see which one's the least invasive. Because at the end of the day, I am going to have to take some of this paint back to do some welding and fitting for the Midwest Chassis Firewall. If I can save as much as I can underneath, it would look pretty cool to have the optic armor windshield and be able to see some of that original Hugger orange there. This is a hustle board. I've always been a big advocate of having these. I mean, from way back in the day. If you know, you know. So it helps you get through things as far as like your day-to-day goals, because you could make a huge list on your windshield of your race car of what you want to accomplish for the whole project, but that could be very overwhelming. And having one of these to help you do daily goals, way better. That being said, I've got the sound deadening material I want to remove. I got to remove the dashboard to inspect that secondary firewall that's back there for weight reduction, if it's possible. And I want to mount the fuel cell. I have some bracketry that I want to try and experiment with, because there's no real like, hey, this is how you do it. So if I can figure something out, great. If not, then I'm going to make a secondary plan on how to install that. These are the three products that I mentioned earlier that I want to try. I'm going to put notes here to let you know, hey, this was horrible. Hey, this one worked great, and this one smelled horrible. So we'll see. I'm gonna let this stuff sit for probably 10 minutes, and I'm gonna come back and see how it did its thing. Hopefully this doesn't mess up this paint. I'm more worried about the mineral spirits than anything else, because I don't know how that stuff reacts. I know that's just water displacement. This is just rust penetrant, but this stuff, here's hoping. So while the chemicals are doing their thing, I'm gonna go ahead and remove the hardware for the dashboard, and I'm gonna go ahead and take out the relay box and the OBD2 port from their mounting positions that I made. And then hopefully the idea should be where I could take this dashboard and go up and out through the windshield hole, hopefully. Okay, so this thing should be pretty much free to come out. Let's see if I can get it out of here one way or the other. Go up here. Oh yeah. Do this with a windshield in it. Good luck. Let's see, go down this way, go out. Look at this. Whoa! Come right out. And it weighs a good bit. I'd say it weighs about 15 pounds. It's a lot cheaper to have this thing in there than it is to spend on that crazy one-piece fiberglass dash thing. So until this dash cracks and looks like crap, I won't be replacing it. I'll just save the money and use it for other stuff. It's the only factory switch left in the car is the fog light switch. All right, so I've got a nylon pry tool scraper thing. First one up is the PB Blaster. Oh, whoa, dude. Dude, PB Blaster is, that's the way to go. Looks like it. Oh, wow, yeah. It got up underneath there and just started eating it up. So now, let me check let's go over here in real time. Check the WD-40. WD-40. Ooh, not so much, man. Let's see. Yeah, I can't even get it underneath. So WD-40. Oh, and let's try the mineral spirits. Let's see here. Mineral spirits. I can barely get underneath it. So maybe so. Maybe with a little bit more soaking or whatever, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that the mineral spirits, fail, and the PB Blaster is the winner. So let's put some notes up. All right, so dashboard, gone. WD-40, 0 out of 10. I won't recommend. PB Blaster is a 10 out of 10, hands down, no problem. Easy to use. And it didn't mess up the paint at all. Mineral Spirits, I could barely get the tool underneath that sound deadening material, so I would not recommend it as good as PB Blaster works. I just can't. So PB Blaster is a winner in that contest. But the dashboard's out, so that's good. So now let's remove the sound deadening material. Well, I need to let this soak. Sometimes I get too impatient and I'm like, oh, this is working really well. And I start working faster than what the material is working at, you know, different pace. So I need to let this stuff soak really well, let it soak into all the joints and stuff like that. We'll go ahead and put some more in here because it can't hurt, and this stuff relatively cheap. So there we go. And you know what? I'm just gonna why not? Maybe it softens it up from the outside. I don't know. All right, let's try that out and put some more on there. And just let it soak. I did 10 minutes last time, so it should take another 10 minutes to do that. So let's see how that works out. In the meantime, let's look at that Firewall. It's pretty crazy without the dashboard in it. Check it out. This is the Firewall. So you can see when I clearanced it, I mean, I made it basically look like the surface of the moon. But it did its job. I mean, it did what I wanted it to do as far as giving me the room, but I mean, it's pretty bad. I mean, all of that needs to, I mean, it just makes sense to go ahead and cut all that out. And it also makes sense to go ahead and do some kind of tunnel portion here, because that was the hole for the shifter for the BMW transmission that I was using on the Honda engine, on the K-Swap. But now that I'm using the Power Glide, I don't have to worry about that. This position here is gonna be where the shifter stuff happens, and all this can be cut out. So I'm gonna need an engine hoist, I'm gonna need an engine stand. So put those things on the shopping list, because without those things, I'm not gonna be able to do the work I need to do back here. This is another example of why the hustle board works so well. I know I need an engine hoist, right? And I need an engine stand. Gotta have those two things, must have. Because you can't do that work without pulling that out. I mean, I need complete access. Then, need to consider maybe getting an air compressor so I can run an air-powered body saw. Because the electric one, I replaced it, I got a new one. But if I got an air compressor, I could make a lot more progress. I mean, it's a lot easier to work on, clean. I mean, I can run rivet guns. I mean, I've got tons of air tools. So having an air compressor makes sense. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and put air compressor on the hustle board as well. Because I have a small one, I got a little 3 gallon right there, but the duty cycle on it's like 2 seconds. And then you're done. You have to wait 14 minutes for it to fill up again. It's better than nothing, but you're spending more time waiting to work than you are working. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes since I've been waiting and working on other things. So let's see if this will come up. Huh, there it goes. It's a lot harder. Maybe because this was a pulled up area, it worked a lot better. It is getting colder. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's working, it's just slower, where it doesn't have like a void to penetrate into the glue. Yeah. So it looks like it's gonna, oh, there we go. That's what I wanna see. I wanna see some more of that come up. So if you can find a little access point to get underneath and let the PB Blaster get to the adhesive, it'll work. It's just a matter of getting to it. I may need a better scraper to make this happen, because I mean, this is just a pry tool. I was just working with what I had, you know what I mean? Oh, see, yeah, it's coming up. I wonder what these things are. At least some kind of like speed hole panel thing that I could take out. Is it? I might be onto something here. Hold on. I might be doing some weight reduction right now. Hold on now. Hold on. Let's see if I can work some pry tools underneath here. Oh, dude, hold on. Hold on. Oh, sick. It is a speed hole. Thanks, GM. Dude, that's awesome. Weight reduced. This thing just popped up out of there. So that gives me a big old speed hole there, and that's less weight because the more I can remove, the better. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. That's freaking cool. So it does work as some kind of like adhesive remover. It's working pretty well so far. Let's see. Can I get under this? Yeah, I think I can. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's see. So I did that one like that, then I did this one like this. There it is. That's pimp. Oh wow, that's nasty in there. I need to vacuum that out. So now you can get a better idea of what's up. You can see that there and this here. There's like 3 weird firewall things. There's like a channel here and a channel here. So I'm guessing that this bar, or this, not bar, but like this, basically it's tube. It's like a square tube part of the chassis. That's like your crash bar thing or whatever. That works out real well. I don't have to drill nothing as far as like holes into this part. So that's perfect. Yeah, let me see if I can get under here and do something. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, hard spot. Seems like the PB blaster will work its way where it can, and then it just, if it can't reach it, it won't work. You know, but it does leave a nice smooth surface. It doesn't mess up the paint or nothing. But these tools aren't thin enough to get up underneath all of it. It's super sketch pushing here because I don't want to, like, you know what I mean, have a problem. Let's see if I can reach this part here. Yeah, this will come up. So where it can get underneath, it works. So I just need better scrapers. I don't see any other spots besides this here. Let's see. See if I can get up underneath this part. Yeah, man, like where the PB blaster goes, it works. You'll know when it stops because it's like instantly like brick wall. So I'm gonna let this, have to let this soak for a little bit, I guess, a little bit more. All right, back to the hustle board. I need plastic scrapers. Or scrappers, however you want to spell it. And as far as the sound deadening material, I got this like sort of done. So it's on pause. So that's on pause. Dashboard's done. Now fuel cell. So you see I've got the fuel cell mocked up here. I do have some hardware to mount it, but I don't have the brackets that are long enough, because the brackets that I did get, let's see where they at. I have them in my pocket. These brackets are good for this side, but the other side, they're just way too short. I mean, it's like that much of a gap. So I'm gonna have to put brackets on the hustle board. I'm at a holding point because I can't continue mounting it. But it can be sitting here for right now, and I can get ideas about Firewall and how I'm gonna do it. The only other option was to cut a hole in this section and drop it down in there and mount it from underneath with some like L channel and stuff like that, and build like a little box to cover it with hinges, like a piano hinge, and you just open it up, access your fuel port, and you're done. I really like this piece and I don't want to cut it. I don't know, like I want to cut and I don't want to cut. I want to cut and I don't want to cut. So it's like a catch-22. Tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's better like this, or do you think it's better like that? Back to the hustle board. Brackets. So I guess we can say we mocked the fuel cell and call it done, but we still need longer brackets. We'll still need scrapers. We still need an air compressor. We still need an engine stand, and we still need an engine hoist. As far as the sound deadening material, I can take a look and see what that looks like, but I'd rather let it soak overnight and get some scrapers, because if I had some sturdier stuff and thinner scrapers, I can get underneath there and scrape it all up. Well, it's how it be. Sometimes you make progress and sometimes you hit obstacles, but what makes the difference is how you move forward from it. You always got to keep hustling. So that's why I got my hustle board. And I don't know why I didn't have one earlier, but I'm super happy that I have one now because I know I need scrapers to finish this. I need longer brackets to finish the fuel cell mounting, but I do know the good thing is I could see what I accomplished, which was getting the dashboard out so I could see the firewall and how and what and where I need to cut to get stuff done. So I need to study that some more and look at some photos online of the Midwest chassis firewall and what they cut out so I can learn. And that's the big thing, is learning and making progress. With that being said, make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hit the like button so you let YouTube know, hey, I'm doing something right, and it lets them know to send it to your friends. And you can do the same thing too, just hit the share button. Till then, see you next time.